Today's topic of discussion, that is lecture number 1, is direction control valve. So these are the references from where the most of the material of this particular lecture is taken, and this video is made only as a part of classroom teaching and having no commercial use. So let us study what are valves. In a fluid power, controlling elements are called as valves. That means whichever the elements which control the flow of fluid are called as valves. So there are three different types of valves. There are direction control valve, pressure control valve, and flow control valve. Direction control valve determine the path through which the fluid travel. Pressure control valve are used to control the pressure, or it actually controls the force indirectly, by which the force which is acting in the hydraulic circuit is controlled using pressure control valve, and the velocities of actuators are actually controlled using flow control valve because it controls the volume of fluid which flows through the circuit. So in this lecture we'll study about first type of valve, that is direction control valve. A direction control valve is a device that receives an external signal, that is either the signal will be mechanical or a fluid pilot signal or electrical or electronic impulse, to release, stop or redirect the fluid that flows through it. The function of direction control valve is to control the direction of fluid flow in any hydraulic system. A direction control valve does this by changing the position of internal movable parts. To be more specific, direction control valve is mainly required for following purposes. The first purpose is to start, stop, accelerate or deaccelerate and change the direction of motion of hydraulic actuator. Second is to permit the free flow from the pump to reservoir at low pressure when the pump delivery is not needed into the system. Third purpose is to vent the relief valve by either electrical or mechanical control, and fourth one is to isolate certain branch of a circuit. So how the direction control valves are classified? They are classified as check valve, shuttle valve, two-way valve, three-way valve and four-way valves. These are classification depending on the fluid path. So as you can see how the direction control valve is depicted. If there are two positions, there will be two squares. Okay. A, B and P, T are called as ports. A and B are called as actuator port. P is called as a pressure port, which usually connected to the pump, and T is the tank port, which actually connected to the tank. So these crossed lines or crossed arrows which will define the fluid paths. There are center positions for different direction control valves that we will study in later. So this particular symbol is of 2 by 2 direction control valve having two position and two ports. So the normal position is depicted on the right hand side. So the first particular valve, this particular valve is so this valve is normally closed type and this valve is normally open type. So the 3 by 2 direction control valve, it has two position and three ports, P, T and one actuator port is there. So normally open position, this is normally open position. As I told you that the right hand side position of this particular any diagram of direction control valve depicts the normal position, and the left hand side position will depict you the actuated position of the valve. So this is normally open position connected to A when the valve is connected, valve is actuated, the way is closed. That means this is normally open type of valve, and whenever that valve is actuated, the valve get closed. Okay, so this is 4 by 2 direction control valve, which has 4 ports and 2 position. This is also it is having two actuator port. One is pressure port and one is tank port. So there are different methods to actuate direction control valve. This is a solenoid actuation. This depicts pilot operated. This is a symbol for manually operation. This is a symbol of a push button operation. This is a symbol of foot pedal. Then pilot operated solenoid. Then two position detent retract. So this is called as a detent. This particular side you can see this is called a detent, and this indicates the spring return type. So first type will just we have seen is called as a check valve. Check valve is a construction. There is a ball, okay, in the valve, and that ball is resisted with the help of a spring. The fluid comes from the one side of a ball and leaves to another side. The amount of spring force or the resistive force which is offered, that is called as the valve setting, and this is also a normally closed type of a valve, and this will open only when fluid pressure exceeds certain limit. So you can see the symbol of the check valve here. You can see that there is a free flow direction in one side, but the another side, that is reverse side of a fluid, is not allowed. So this valve will actually help the unidirectional flow of the fluid in the circuit. So this is an example of a pilot operated check valve. So in this particular valve you can say there is no pilot signal. When there is no pilot signal, this particular valve will only act in one direction. That is, fluid is allowed only in one direction. As the pilot signal is received by the valve, there is a valve spool inside this arrangement. So this spool shifted towards right side, and this will open the port, and so that the return flow is also possible. So this is how this pilot operated check valve functions. So this is a function of a shuttle valve. In the shuttle valve, these valves are used actually whenever only one side of you need to supply through only one source. If you have availability of two source for to supply a actuator, and you want only one particular kind of a source should supply, then there is a best option to use is the shuttle valve. Okay, so here you can see that when P1 is greater than P2, this there is a ball inside this, and that ball blocks the P2, the fluid coming from the P2, and the actuator will get supply only from the P1. Whereas whenever the P2 is greater than P1, you can see the ball shifts toward left side, and the fluid which is coming from P2 will get supplied to the actuator. So let us consider about a few application of direction control valve. This particular diagram will indicate that the two-way valve direction control valve is how exactly it is used to fill the vessel and drain the vessel of a overhead tank. You can see that the fluid, this is a pump which supplies the fluid. This is a pressure relief valve. Then there is a 2 by 2 direction control valve. This is not this is actually actuated position of this valve. Normally it is closed. So this is in an actuated position. You can see this is the symbol of a flow meter. You will often see the symbol, this symbol in further diagrams. So I'll just make it clear that this is a symbol of a flow meter. That is to measure the flow in this fluid line. So it will fill the vessel. Okay, whereas the fluid which is coming out from the vessel is blocked actually, because this valve 2 is normally closed, so it will not allow the fluid to drain back to the tank. This is a storage tank from where the fluid is pumped. So in another position you can see that when valve 1 is closed, when valve 1 is returns to its normal position, and valve 2 is actuated, you can see that you can drain the fluid which is there in the tank. So this is how this is a simple application of two-way valve direction control valve. Let us have an application of 3 by 3 direction control valve. So it has got 3 position and 3 ports. So normally you can see that it is holding this particular fluid which is there in the tank. Okay, in this diagram you can see that when uh, it is actuated with the help of a lever, hand lever. So in this position it will try to fill the tank. Okay, uh, and whenever that particular this particular position is off and detent is actuated, this is the detent retract. That means whatever the force which you put with the help of this particular lever arm, it will not last too much. Okay, so whenever the enough fluid is available in the tank, and if you want to drain that fluid, then this particular position is get actuated because of this detent. Okay, and this will allow this particular fluid to return back to the tank. This is a direct application of 4 by 2 direction control valve. You can see that this is there are four positions. Sorry, there are four ports and two positions. You can see that this is the actuator. The fluid goes to the first from pressure side. The fluid goes to the rod end side of the actuator. This will make that actuator retract, and whatever the fluid which is trapped at the cap end side of the actuator will go back to the tank. Similarly, during the forward stroke, you can see that when the valve is actuated with the help of this push button, the fluid goes to the cap end side of this actuator and it will extend. How to control the speed of a bidirectional motor? As we have studied in the hydraulic motor lecture, that hydraulic motors have a bidirectional capacity. That means they can deliver torque in either direction as well as rotate in either direction. So you can see that in the normal position, the pressurized fluid is flowing through this hydraulic motor and returning, and it goes to the tank. So it will make sure that the motor rotates in one particular direction, let's say clockwise. Okay, so when I actuate this particular push button valve, this 4 by 2 direction control valve, what is observed that flow direction has reversed. So it will make sure that the fluid enters from the another side of the hydraulic motor and leaves to another side. So this will make this particular hydraulic motor to turn in a reverse manner. That means it will be anti-clockwise. So you can see that you can control the direction of motion of this particular hydraulic motor by changing this position of this direction control valve over here. Okay, so this is a another example for 4 by 3 direction control valve. So you can see that there are four positions, four ports and three positions, and here you can see that it is a closed neutral. Okay, closed neutral means the fluid which is coming from the pump is not supplied to the actuator, and it remains there, and because there is no path for that particular fluid to go inside a hydraulic circuit or towards the actuator, actually the entire fluid drains to this pressure relief valve. Okay, so another position is tandem neutral position. In tandem neutral position you can find that the fluid travels through, but since it cannot go to the actuator side, it will go back to the tank line. So this is called as a tandem neutral. So closed neutral, tandem neutral, there are different applications for this kind of a neutral device that we will study later. So this is a bidirectional uh, controlling the direction of a bidirectional motor using floating neutral position. You can see that it's a floating neutral position. That means whatever the fluid which is going from the
pump is not actually going to the actuator, but whatever is the fluid which is there in this hydraulic motor or actuator, that will remain there